Hi, my name is Anita Moore and I'm a decorative painter, and today I want to paint a breadboard, and this is for interchangeable little seasons. So there'll be like a little shelf here, and it'll go like this. That'll be a little shelf, and there's also the little stand that goes in the back. I went ahead and I painted like just the first coat of this. I want to sand it and give another coat. I'm using DecoArt Americana acrylic, and this is lamp black. So this surface is from Roscoe Innovations, and we have like little inserts that you can change every season. So I just want to go ahead and do this surface. I have a little sanding pad. This is fine. I'm just going to sand any little rough edges that I did there. Okay, and then I'm going to just take my little tacky cloth. I'm just going to wipe it. Okay, I'm going to give another coat. I'm also going to paint these black as well. So I am just going to take my brush. I'm going to load it with lamp black and just give another coat. I give long brush strokes. And the paint is a little bit like inky because I put a lot of water in it, so that way it goes on better. You can use chalk paint if you want, whatever color. This is the undercoat. We're going to be putting like another coat over top. I want to do a like a farmhouse look to it. So we're going to distress it a little bit. My paint has a little bit of some clumps in it. Okay. That's my second coat. Okay, we're going to let that dry. So I'm just going to move that over here. Now, I only need to do one of these because this will glue on top of the other. So I just need to do one. I'm going to go ahead and just coat this one. And I'm using a Palmer brush for this. You can use whatever flat brush you have. Okay, all right. I'll only need the one coat for this. I'll put that on top. And then for this, we're gonna paint only the one as well. So we'll move that one aside. Okay, I always go once. And it's okay if I get the sides because I'm gonna put another color over top. So okay. There. Okay, so we're done with the black. I'm just gonna wipe my hands and we'll dry this. Okay. Just gonna get another one here. Okay. Now I'm gonna dry this surface here. And I also painted the back of this. Still a little wet. I'll have all the description of the paint and the brushes that I've used today under the description. And the website for the surface. So this has to be really dry in order to do the next step. Okay, I'm just gonna sand it again because there's a couple little bumps from my paint is getting to the bottom. So all this sauce. Okay. Now we're gonna make it look old. So I have here it's the Vaseline. So what you do is you take like a bristle brush. So I'm gonna use this. This is a caustic from Dynasty. They're brights, and this is a number 8. So what I'll do is I'll just take some on here, and you're gonna go along the edge and just dab some on along the sides here. You can leave like clumps. So we're gonna paint over it. And then I can do so. Oh, I won't worry about that because the insert's gonna go on here. Okay, and if you want to leave a couple little spots on here, just drag a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put this aside. Now the color that I chose, because my kitchen is like grayish, I picked Cobblestone from DecoArt. It's really pretty. So it's kind of matches my walls. And I'm gonna oh yes, I also want to put a little bit of Vaseline on these two parts here. So I'm going to take my brush again. I just want to put a little bit along the sides because we're going to do those too. That's going to be my little shelf. That and a little bit on here. Okay. That's there. Okay. Now shake my bottle up. You'll need quite a bit. Okay. Now I like to have my piece more like on the edge because I like to go one way, and I'm going to use this one here, which is a number 2 from DecoArt. It's called the Palmer number 2. Okay, so I'm going to wet it a little bit so the paint flows a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to pick up my paint, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to need a little bit more than that. Okay, go along the edge and just drag it down. It's okay if the Vaseline goes on the surface. That's kind of what you want. And we're going to do the sides after. Just keep going back and forth. It doesn't have to be like a solid color because we're making it look old, okay? I'm going to do the edges after. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. Okay, now let's do this little piece here. I'm gonna just move this. Oops. Just running along here. Okay, and for the sides, just like it doesn't have to be perfect. Just rub it all along the edge here. And the inside. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same for my little shelf here. I'm just going to do the sides first. It's a little easier always doing the sides before the surface. Okay, and also want to do the sides for the one that we didn't paint. Just like go along the edge there. Again, it's not going to be perfect. And we're going to do the inside. Okay, put that there. Now I'm gonna dry this up a little bit, and I think I want to give another coat to this one. I'll just wipe the clumps of paint on the side. And just wipe some paint in here. It does take a while to dry, also because the Vaseline's on there too. Okay, I'm just gonna give another little coat here. Need a little bit more paint. I want to make this a little darker here. Okay, I like that. Okay, that's better. And I'm going to do the same for the little shelf here. And I think I almost forgot. I think we have to do it for this one as well. I forgot to put for my little one that goes underneath. So I'm just gonna put some on here. Just a couple little areas. And then just repaint over this. Okay, and then I also need so I have that. I know I have another, oh, right here. Okay, so that's going to go on top. So we need to do the edges. It's very messy. Okay, we'll let that one dry. I'll move this. Okay. Now, we'll give another coat to this one here too. Okay. Now let's try this again. And I'm gonna have to touch up a little bit to my back after. It's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna clean off this just a little bit there. Way too much paint on here. Paper towel. Wash over here. And we'll be able to dry this off. There. Okay, let's dry this off again. It does take a while because I've added 2 layers. You can also do this method with a candle, and then you would use a palette knife to scrape the excess paint off to make it look old and rustic. This one here is a little easier. I think those ones are okay. I just need to try this one a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry just a little bit more so we can work on these little pieces here because they look okay. So what you need to do now, once it's completely dry, you would take a piece of paper towel, and what you're going to do is just wipe the extra paint that's off on the from the Vaseline, and this will leave like a little distressed look. It makes it look like old. So that one's done, and then you do the same for here. Just keep wiping the edge. Whoops. Some of these pieces there will have like the burn look, but it's still usable, and you can paint right over it. And which I need to paint this black because this is going to go over top. I need some black. Okay, I'm going to use a smaller little brush here because you're going to see underneath it, so I'll just paint that black. Okay, whoops, I'll let that dry. Okay, we'll do the same for this. And if you find it's too dry, you can use a little baby wipe and go along the edge with it. That'll work too. Okay, so that one's, whoops, that one's done. Okay, so these two pieces are done. Now let's see about this. So depending on how much Vaseline you have or put like you apply to it, the more distress that you'll have and how thick you put it on as well. So if I wanted this to make it a little bit brighter, you just take a baby wipe and then just take some off. Okay, now what I want to do is just dry it off a little bit. Some more. I feel like it's still a little wet. I like how the handle turned. Okay, you can take sanding pad or sandpaper, and just add a little bit more. There. Some of this off. Okay, now what I want to do is just I think I want to patch up my black paint in the back. So I am going to piece of paper towel and clean up the back. So I have some black on my palette, so it's easy to clean off. Okay, I'm gonna just take a little brush, just clean off the edges. You can take a sponge dauber if you want, that too cleans off the edges. I did other videos as well with Roscoe's Innovation Surfaces and Insert if you want to go back and have a look. There, just touch it up. Okay. Let them dry. Now I have we have Gorilla Glue. We're going to glue our pieces together. And I can also show you how to apply varnish on this. So that way your surface stays nice and bright and your paint will last a long time on the wood surface. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my varnish just so I can show you guys how to do that. This is a polyacrylic crystal top coat. It's a fast drying and it's clear matte. It's a clear matte. You can get that in at any hardware store. Now, like I said, if you varnish your pieces before you glue, your paint is going to stay nice and clear, and it'll last a long time without having to repaint. I need something to pry this open. So this is brand new. Okay, I'm going to use, I need a nice, whoops. I need a nice brush. Now, always use your brush dry when you varnish. I need to get another brush. Okay, I have it's an oval wash brush to varnish. Okay, so the little pieces, you can do the sides too if you want. Apply a coat, and you don't need to do the back of it, just the front. Goes on really easy. And this one. Do this little piece. This also prevents it from, get all scratched up. The sides. These are to hold my little hanger. This part here. Oh, I didn't do the back, but that's okay. That'll be the front. Okay, and then we need to do this part here. This goes on really nice. Okay, we can dry that off. all these little pieces. You only need the one coat. And I don't know if this is for outdoors. Not really sure. Might be just for indoor. This one needs to get dry a little bit more. I'm just fast drying it, but really you can leave it sit for a bit to dry on its own. A little gloss to it. Okay, I'm going to do the back of this too. Just keep going in the same direction, okay? When you're applying varnish. There we go. I'll dry that off. I think I'm done with the brush and this. The lid on before I spill it. Okay, I'll let that dry a little bit more. Just aside, just tag there. Okay, so we're gonna do some of these pieces together. Okay. I use Gorilla Glue for extra pieces. I'm gonna put Gorilla Glue on my palette here. This is very thick. I don't think I need a whole lot. I'm just going to use that for now. And I've got my popsicle sticks, so I'll just use a palette knife to apply the glue. Okay, this will be the back. So these little pieces will go in here. I'll go like that. Okay, and then this will go in there. Okay, so let's put a little bit of glue on. Oh, I need the flat part. Make sure there's like a little round edge in the flat part. Make sure you put on the flat part. Just put a little bit on the sides. And then put that in there. Okay, and I'm going to put this here. And then grab that and put a little bit of glue on both sides. Okay. And then let that dry a little bit. Move that aside. Okay, this part here, we're going to glue it on here. Apply some glue. Okay, now put this one on top. Make sure it's even. And if you have a little bit of glue that pops out there, just take a baby wipe and wipe the glue off. Just need to make sure that I have enough glue so that it sticks together. Okay, now we'll do these. This one will go with this. Oops, too much glue. Squeeze it so that it sticks together. Okay, now that's okay for this part here. So they have like the little lines there. You can still see them when you paint. This it shows you where to place your little wood piece. Okay, so that one goes there. Let's glue that. I want you guys to be able to see. There. Okay. Now we'll level this. Good. We'll push down on it. I'm gonna wipe a little bit of the glue that came out. I can't reach out, just grab like a clean brush, wet brush. Okay. Make sure it's straight. Now these ones will go on top like right here. So we'll put glue on here. And you can see the lines where it goes. Push down on it. You can use any type of wood glue. I think it would work better than a glue gun. Okay, and then this one here is the shelf. So the shelf will go up on here. So I'm going to put a little bit of the glue along the edge here. And along the side. We'll put some along the side. That's going to go like along the breadboard. Okay. Make sure it's even. I wonder if I should have glued the back first. I'm going to need some more glue. So while that glue dries a little bit, I'm going to show you what it would look like with an insert. Okay, so this one is called Carrot Patch, so it's kind of for like fall. And it's always nicely wrapped. I tried to keep it all wrapped up so you're ready to paint. That way you don't lose any little pieces. Okay, so you have your little carrots that would kind of go on the shelf, and we have little hearts and flowers. Now this little part here is what goes in here. Then you have your little signs. These are so cute. And this is if you're going to use it on if you're going to use these on the truck, because there's a truck for this, well, this would be the little license plate, and there's a P here for patch. Cute. 25 cents. We have it says Peter, carrot, and then we have Cottontail, Peter Cottontail Farm. So you can decorate whatever. So you can probably put some here. So these little hearts would be here. I feel like I'm missing a little heart. Yeah, I'm missing a little heart. And then these words here would go on here. And oh, so the patch would go over here. Then we have however you want. Peter Farm. I can't tell. No. So I'm missing a little heart. Might be able to find one. I don't think I have it in my box. I can probably cut one out or look for one similar to it. So that's how it would be. So you can either use it for a breadboard, and if you're using the truck, that would be the little license plate that would go on it. So very, very cute. Can't wait to do this one. And then when you want to pop this out, that's why you have this little hole here, so you can take it out. Very cute. Okay, let's try and glue the back. This here will take a while for it to dry before I can stand it up. Okay, now, so you kind of want it equal to this, right? So that way, when you expand this, you'd be on the right spot. Oops. Make sure it's centered. So I'm going to leave it dry like that, but you would have it so that it stands out like this. So this needs to, I might have to put a little bit more glue on here. And those little pieces of wood need to make sure they're equal. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more glue on here. Okay, I'm going to let that sit. I'll probably let it sit. Oh, my shelf just came off. A sec. So it's best to leave the pieces dry. Okay, we're going to leave this like that. I might add a little bit of pressure to that. Just the glue on there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to let it dry. And then post a picture later on my site. So I hope you really like this video. Again, if you don't want to make it look distressed, then just add one color to it. I hope you like, share, and follow my YouTube channel. And I have a Facebook page called Designs by Anita Mori. There's no instructions or pattern for this. Thanks for joining.